Let's speak about Lordstown Motors, baby! What is happening, investors? It is your boy Jack. I am not a financial advisor, and today we're going to speak about one of my top 3 biggest holdings, Lordstown Motors. So obviously, it's a long weekend, the markets are closed, it's a little bit boring for investors at the end of the day, let's be honest. There's been so much going on in the market as of late. There's been so many hype stocks and penny stocks and new SPACs and new growth stocks being thrown about the place all over YouTube. And sometimes it's nice to just go and look back over some of your biggest positions and remember why you're investing in them. And I know a lot of people on this channel have the same feelings towards Lordstown Motors as me, so I said, let's make an update video. And warning, I'm extremely bullish on this company, with a couple of years worth of an outlook. So today's going to be a recap on a few things. 1, this bullish analyst upgrade. 2, the fact we got added to sam.gov. 3 is a reminder on the 14,000 truck order that we got from E Squared Energy, which brings us up to a total of more than likely 100,000 pre-orders. And what that means for the company, because the last numbers we had to work off was about 40,000. So what does 100,000 pre-orders mean for this company? And of course, we will take a look at the price action. I will let you know some price ranges to look at if you're looking to get an entry point or if you're looking to dollar cost average either up or down. And at the end of the day, what I believe, we're still at fantastic value, and this recent dip is not deserved whatsoever. So right before we do get into the juicy video, my friends, can I please ask you to hit that juicy like button? It really helps the channel out. I would appreciate you so much. Your support means the world to me. I'm gonna smash 2021 out of it, guys. I don't think you understand. We're going in January. Please drop me a comment down below. I want to know, what's your position in Lordstown Motors? How many shares did you buy and at what price? And please, my friend, hit that juicy red subscribe button if you're new around here. Why not? You're only playing yourself if you don't. Also, if you're interested in joining my private Discord group where you get access to all of my buy and sell alerts, we're going to be doing some swing trades in January. I have over 50 private channels in there. Penny stocks, growth stocks, SPAC stocks, everything. A community of over 600 investors, and I'm doing a $1,000 cash giveaway. That's the first link in the description, my friends. And if you want some free stocks on Webull, that's the second link in the description. You just got to sign up, deposit $100. They give you free money. Easy. And with that being said, let's get into one of my favorite companies in the world. So we're going to start off with one of the more exciting things. One of the things I don't think I even covered on the channel as of yet. It's this, them getting added to sam.gov. You can see it's the Lordstown EV Corporation. The activation date was December 24th. Why is this exciting? Well, we can expect something to be going on government contract wise here. Is it a guarantee? We're not really sure. I know people are going to be looking into this heavily. They're going to be speculating heavily. At the end of the day, it's a good sign. It can never be taken as a bad sign, but we don't really know what it means just yet. So there's no point in speculating. When the news comes out, the news will come out, but it's a good thing. So the activation date was December 24th. That means the expiration date is December 15th. One more thing, okay? RF Lafferty is bullish on Workhorse. He started coverage with a buy rating and a $35 contract, and he seemed to start this after he found out about the 80k non-binding pre-orders, which now is more than likely closer to 100k. But even if it is at 80k, that blew my expectations, and I believe a lot of other people's expectations, out of the water for what would happen this year. A very long time ago, when they first went public, I said I'd be happy if we had 50,000 pre-orders by the end of the year. I thought that would have put us in a fantastic position for the next 2.5 to 3 years, even if a large portion of those guys cancelled. Now we have double that. Of course I'm going to be extraordinarily bullish. I'd like to remind you guys that these guys went to a what, $30 something before. Before any of this happened, there was way less analyst coverage, there was way less news, we weren't working with Camping World, we had about maybe 40,000 pre-orders. Fundamentals have gotten a lot better for this company now, and we're at $20 as opposed to the previous highs of 30 and 32ish. So that $35, okay, is based off an estimate of 2023 revenue of $1.57 billion and a price to sales ratio of 4x. So that's fair enough when it comes to EV stocks. I know a 4x P2S may not seem very good to a lot of people, but for these EV companies, that's normal. So that's off of $1.57 billion of revenue. Now, I want to bring you back in time a little bit, guys, okay? To when they had 40,000 pre-orders for the Endurance. And you can see production's set to start in the second half of next year. More specifically, September. We have gotten that update. Wouldn't surprise me if it ended up being Q4, but we'll see. Hopefully it is September. But they just want to produce 2,200 vehicles in the second half of 2021. Then things get ramped up extraordinarily quickly to 31.6k in 2022 and then ultimately 65k in 2023. So this is the number that the analyst is using to get his price target of $35. You can see Lordstown Motors' estimated revenue for themselves is $3.476 billion. Now that's revenue, guys, remember, it's not profit. Their gross profit is going to be looking at closer to $600 million. I see no reason at this stage why by 2023 Lordstown Motors is not delivering that amount of vehicles. I really see Literally zero reason for it. Which again is why I am extremely bullish on this company in the long term. I know a lot of people are going to compare them to Fisker or even to Workhorse or to XL Fleet, all of those guys. Anybody who's been on the channel for a long time will know that I've been more bullish on Lordstown Motors with a long-term perspective, risk to reward ratio wise, than anybody else. At least when it comes to the small EV cap companies. I mean, we're not going to compare them to Tesla or even to NIO, what's the point? But compared to people who are of similar size, yes, I'm more bullish on these guys. So we know we have at least 80,000 pre-orders. The thing is, okay, they released this tweet on December 21st saying they had 80,000. This article here is from the 25th, but I think it was the 23rd or 24th then that E Squared came out and said that they ordered 14,000 trucks. So we're not 100% sure if these are included in that 80,000 number or not. So that's why I'm saying somewhere between 80 and 100,000. Regardless, it's an immense amount of vehicles. But one of the main concerns people have with this company is that these are pre-orders. That's all they are. They're non-binding. People could cancel them. And I completely understand that. But when you put in a 14,000 vehicle order, do you really think you're going to cancel that? I don't. And let me tell you guys, you know how we do on this channel. We go out and get you guys the information you want. Keep your eyes peeled for a special interview coming up. We do the groundwork, baby. You already know this. So something like this would fill me with even more confidence. And if you read into it a little bit more, it says, in the next 3-year period, beginning with Lordstown Motors' first production in 2021. That's when this starts. That's going to be a steady revenue stream for Lordstown Motors for 3 years. And if all goes well, they're more than likely going to be ordering more, let's be completely honest. One of the biggest points I want to make though, okay, with that 40k pre-order number that they had, that represents potential revenue sufficient to cover production into 2023. Now we're looking at potentially 2 to 2.5 times the same amounts of pre-orders. They're going to be in an incredible position starting the second half of this year, but more so going into 2022. And we all know they have the factory to do it. I mean, they have the 3rd biggest factory in the US. We're on beta.sam.gov. I mean, we're working with Camping World as well now. Factory is essentially set up at this stage. There's just a few little bits and pieces that need to be done. I spoke with the CEO of the company about this on the channel before. Everything just seems to be falling into place. Now, I still do understand we're pre-revenue, okay? We're not selling these vehicles right now. It is all pre-orders, and there still is a high degree of risk. I'm not trying to argue with you there, but I do think that the position they have put themselves in is so much better than a lot of the comparable peers, is what I'm trying to get at. And that really is what brings me on to the price action. I mean, I'm going to be honest, guys, I find it insane that we're at this price. Now, that doesn't mean I think we have to go up, because that's not how stocks work. Stocks don't have to be rational, especially not EV stocks. What I will say is a large portion of this sell-off has been part of a broader EV market sell-off. I covered this in my Workhorse video yesterday. We saw it with Workhorse, we saw it with Lordstown Motors, we saw it with RMO, we saw it with SBE even, we saw it with CIIC, we saw it with everyone. So I won't hold this against them, but again, that could be another reason why it is somewhat undervalued. And I think towards the end of January is going to be very good for EV in my personal opinion. A lot of people may have sold out for tax reasons. They have to wait a while to get back in. So look, there's a couple of areas that we're very close to. The first one here is a line of support. It's somewhere around 18.93. It could be 20 cents lower, 30 cents lower, but it's around that range. Right now we're at 20.06. We're less than 10% away from there. I don't want to see us break through that line of support, because if we do, I well believe we could be going down towards the 1570s, maybe the 1650s or so. Another very prominent area of support. I wouldn't be surprised though if there is a little bit of hovering around here for a while until the EV market decides what direction it's going in, my friends. Because right now it's not really doing a lot. I know on the chart there's loads of ups, loads of downs, but over the last week or so there's been downs, there's been ups, there's been downs. It's essentially been sideways. It's not quite been consolidation, but it's essentially been sideways. But just ask yourself the question, are you swinging this company or are you investing in this company? That's a question that always has to be asked. Neither of them are wrong options. You can do either and make money. For me though, I believe in this company, okay, and I really believe that over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years they're going to do absolutely incredibly, and they are genuinely going to be a prominent name in the scene. So that's why I'm not going to sell if they go down to 15, and I'm going to be in the red if they go down to 15. I might even buy more. If I didn't have my full position built, I use air quotations because, you know, you can always build a little bit more. I'd be fairly happy buying at current prices. I'd especially be looking towards 19, 1850-ish. But don't take that as me saying you should go out and buy this. Do your own research, understand your risk tolerance, understand the risks, understand the fact that what I'm saying may never happen. But I just think when you really take a step back and look at everything that's happened with this company, my friends, it's insane that we are not at a higher price than we are right now, in my personal opinion. But anyway guys, that was just a little juicy video on Lordstown Motors. Hopefully over the long weekend I'll make a few of these videos so that you can just get a nice recap on why we're investing in some of these companies. If you did enjoy the video, could I please ask you to hit that juicy like button? I mean, why not, man? It's free. Drop me that comment down below, and please, my friend, do subscribe if you're new around here. Join the family of investors. And if you are interested in joining that private Discord, my friends, that's the first link in the description. So much juicy information there. Again, my buy and sell alerts, access to over 50 private chats, over 600 investors in there, and we're doing that cash giveaway. And if you want your free stocks on Webull, that's the second link in the description, my friends. Again, it's free money. Anyway, guys, I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day. I'll see you for another video very soon. Peace.